Okay, welcome aboard. Airbus A320 flown from Billund to Innsbruck as Austrian 9 Bravo Lima, I think. Just about to make our final turn towards the RNAV approach from runway 08, the Zulu. I'm just going to bring the speed down to 250 knots now as we approach Mardeb. From Mardeb it's a left turn to Elmem, and then from Elmem, which is a little village just on the other side of the Hohentanjoch Pass, we're going to be making the RNAV approach. So in terms of approach, just going to arm that now by pressing approach. There you go, app nav engages and alt and final are also on the screen. Flight level 130 is our final altitude, but we're going to do that as an altitude rather than a flight level, so I'm just going to check the METAR. Weather data, we've got winds variable from the east, so 150 at 3, 110 to 240. Variable. Temperature free, 0.1017, so I'm just going to set that now. Temperatures free and 1503. Innsbruck's had the luck of basically avoiding all the weather that's in Germany. So there's a big cloud here, but it's basically just hit the Alps and stopped.
Departing altitude 16 towards the passing altitude flight level 100.
Here's at Elmem, flight level 190, so that's probably this guy. Can't see him. Okay, a bit gusty, we've got 47 knots from behind at the moment. And that'll be, again, due to the wind, partially. Seatbelt signs are on, let's get the lights on. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 9 Bravo Lima is inbound to Eilmann, flight level 130 for RNAV, Zulu 08. Laps 1. Activate approach and confirm. Okay, that's bringing up our vertical and horizontal deviation bars there. We're just going to let the aircraft fight, I'm not going to do it for it. And we should hold flight level 130 and then start the descent shortly. As we get underneath the valleys here, I imagine the wind will die down slightly, but for now, a little bit hectic. As you can see, we're pitching up and down by about 10 degrees every time the wind comes. Just to maintain the altitude, really. So I might take over, actually, just to smooth this out slightly. Okay, there's final lap. Just going to fly them manually, just to keep the smoothness levels up.
Do you want to have a start on radio?
Oh, that's a good point. Joystick profile's loaded now.
Easy 17 Papa Lima, do you read me?
We're just going to try and get below the mountains basically, and then we'll expect some shelter from the wind. Things will get a bit smoother. Looking at the right hand side, the Ötztal is just up here. That's the Ötztal, Hockwitz, Kutai. We've got Telfs below us there, some golf courses on the Miminger Platte. This is the Mimmingebirge, that's the Zugspitze on the left there. This pass here I fly through there with my plane when I'm on the way to Reuter, and it takes us out towards Germany basically. Sending nicely there. Somebody's going away with this. Okay, we should now be below 175 knots, so I'm just going to set the gear down. Auto brake medium for Innsbruck. Now we need to arm spoilers, spoilers are armed. Okay, we're good to go by the looks of it. Right, we need to be 175 knots by the next waypoint, so I'm just going to set flaps 2. Now that the speed's okay. On departure, head climbing. Innsbruck traffic, our Austrian 9 Bravo Lima overhead Telfs 7,500 feet descending on RNAVZ Zulu 08, so I have traffic inside.
Easy 8295, joining RNAVZ approach for runway 08.
Oh yeah, we're at the right speed now. He's 400 below, above even, he's 5 miles out, so we're going to get...
Easy 8295, easy 1 to Papa Lima, I can hear you now. With the flight diversion, breaking off to the south, just the last more separation.
I'm going to deviate downwards of path. Separate, there we go, 900, right, we've got our 1,000 feet, that's safe now.
Traffic just frequency, I reach you 3 by 5, easy 8295.
Terrain ahead. I was just breaking off to the south to allow some more separation. Just passing over the
Terrain
top of the
ahead.
Easy 1 to Papa. In fact, disregard, that's the Austrian.
Flaps 3. Back on profile nearly. Flaps full. We've got about 10 miles to go still. Fully established. It's a very long approach actually when you think of it. Currently got 2 knots from 250. The wind is variable up to 140, but it's only 3 knots on touchdown, so we'll take 08. That's absolutely no problem. Don't need to worry about making a circle or doing any long and time-consuming procedures. I know last week EasyJet didn't want to take a 5-knot tailwind, so they spent about 12,000 euros essentially. If you think about the cost of a flight in an Airbus, it's about 10,000 euros per 20 minutes, I suppose. Very expensive to fly one of those things. So yeah, the operation costs, they basically added quite a lot to their operating costs by going for the runway with the headwind, even though it would have only been 2 or 3 knots. Yeah, it's operational procedures, completely fair enough, but not entirely necessary, especially on a simulator. I just want to land the plane. Alright, there's the runway in sight, just about. Got GPWS, so we're going to go slightly over the village of Oberperfus, just ahead of us here. We've got Axams there, there's the church. So I went skiing actually up here yesterday, just skiing down around there. It's quite a lovely place to go skiing, Axam Elitsum. I like to cycle up this hill too. There's another hill there that I need to know about, right. Okay, we're on profile, runway's over there. As we line up, that will come more and more into sight. We do just have a little bit of snow on the ground, and it's less than is simulated, but there is still kind of a very thin layer of snow still there. The temperature's not been above about 2 degrees most days in the last couple of weeks. So yeah, there is still a bit of snow on the ground, especially in the fields. The roads are completely clear though, as you'd expect. Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 9 Bravo Lima, turning final runway 08. Got 5 knots from 000. Okay, runway's identified. What happened to my lovely textures that made the snow go away? Happy not identified. Looks like 1 red, 3 whites. 1 white, 3 reds even. Got 3 knots tailwind.
500.
Checked. No minimums, we're visual. There's 2 white, 2 red, we're 700, let's go for 800 feet per minute just to maintain that 3.5 rather than 3.
$100. 50, 40, 20, retard, 5.
Easy 895 in the traffic, cancelling the approach for RNAVZ, turning back to Elman, trying again.
He's not that close at all. Okay, runway's vacated. Let's get the APU on. Wonder what this guy's doing. And Austrian 9 Bravo Lima Innsbruck, vacated 08.
Stop traffic, Condor 265, establish localizer runway 26, 20 miles out.
Landing rate and position, let's give it a check. Shortly after taxiway Alpha, in between the second to last and last touchdown zone markers at 94 feet per minute. It's actually a smooth landing at Innsbruck for once, although it did feel a bit floaty. Engines have been on for a bit too long, so we're just going to let them cool down slightly. Going for 1 hour and 23 minutes from Billund.
Innsbruck traffic, Condor 265, established ILS, localizer, runway 26, 15 miles out.
There's no localizer ILS, it's just ILS. This guy's got wild thoughts. I'm actually curious to see the new textures from Zinatech. They've got worse or better. I think worse.
Innsbruck traffic, Anatolia 22 departing runway 08 Innsbruck.
Condor Innsbruck traffic, Condor 265, final approach runway 26.
Innsbruck traffic, Anatolia 22 vacating runway once again. We will land after Condor Innsbruck.
If he expedites, he'll make it. You just do an immediate left turn after departure, hug the north wall. Protect the, you know, it's visual. You could definitely get away with it. I'm not going to suggest these people. Oh, he's going around. No, he's just got some altitude nonsense. Anyway.